You know, just kind of like kids. But yeah, that arch is very, very impressive, especially when you consider it's one of only 3 natural rock arches east of the Mississippi River. A lot of natural rock arches out west, but only a few east. Next closest natural rock arch is 1,000 miles to the south in Kentucky. There also happens to be one in Virginia. Admittedly, those other arches are significantly larger than this one, but of course they are nowhere nearly as nice because they are not on an island. But that trumps everything. This one here is 50 feet wide, 150 feet tall. Now maybe you notice some holes in the trees over here to the left and coming up over here on the right. And you'll start seeing holes all over the place in the trees. They really jump out at you once you get looking for them. What's doing that is a type of bird called the pileated woodpecker. And that is the largest type of bird that lives on the island all year round. It's the 2nd biggest woodpecker species in the world. When he's pecking those holes, he's not eating wood, he's not building a nest, he's looking for insects to eat. Other animals might use those holes for nesting, but he's just looking for bugs. He's a very big bird, about a foot high, 1.5 wingspan, good sized fella. Very pretty bird too, black body, white chest, red on his face. Pileated is a fancy word that means crest. He's got a big crest on the top of his head. You'll be able to see he's a very busy type of bird. You can see all these trees over here on the left, all his activity. You know it's a pileated woodpecker instead of any other type of woodpecker. He's the only one that will peck a square hole. All other woodpeckers make a round hole.
Is that what it's filled with?
No, the tree itself is probably already dying, either from insect action or the insects have come because the tree is dead or something else. The woodpecker will. This is just a quick pause for the horses after climbing that hill. We'll continue here in a sec. No, the woodpecker action will not hurt the tree itself. Often they're working in a dead tree because that's where the bugs are. The bugs may have killed the tree or something like that, or it's a cause-effect thing, I don't know. He will go after any kind of tree, live or dead. It's just the white cedar is the softest wood out here, so that's easiest for him. That's where most of his activity is. A living tree, were he to peck into that, the tree can wall off all the sap. So in any immediate sense, it does not hurt the tree. In an indirect sense, it becomes a vector for insects or rot to attack the tree. So in a secondary sense, it could potentially harm it, not in any first sense. Oh, I had a question. I apologize for taking so long to come back to it, but about wildlife. Lots of small game here on the island. Squirrels, chipmunks, rabbits, otters, raccoons. We got some beaver that are living down in the harbor. Come on, get up. That's pretty cool. They were spotted this past winter. We haven't had beaver here in I don't know how long, so it's nice to see an animal so important to our history returning here. A couple species of snakes, neither of which are poisonous. I mentioned those. We've got bats, which are excellent for the insects. Those are good to have. What's really notable about the squirrels here on Mackinac Island is we actually have all 4 species of squirrel native to the state of Michigan, and it's very, very rare to find them all in one area. But black, brown, gray, and red squirrels are all here. Not really anything larger than that. Occasionally larger animals such as deer do wander across the ice in the winter. They've got to figure out to wander back off the ice again real fast, or they will become stranded here, and unfortunately they will starve. There is just not enough for larger animals like that to live on here. Come on, get up. Come on, Eddie, come on. Come on. There you go. You're a good boy. Good boy. tour driver already picked it up. Do you guys know what Mackinac means? No. Have you guys been wondering what's up with the whole Mackinac versus Mackinac thing with different spellings? Okay. Well, then let me tell you about this. Yeah, this might be the most important part of the tour then. Yeah, if you guys don't remember anything else about my commentary, please take this with you. Regardless of how you see the word spelled, it is always pronounced Mackinac. Trust me, folks, do not ever say the word Mackinac. If you say Mackinac, it makes you sound like a real fudgy. You don't want that. These awesome blue purple color. I love that. That's called bachelor buttons. Yeah, bachelor buttons. Yeah, well, the original Indian name for this island is Michilimackinac, which means land of the great turtle. This island is the highest point of land for miles around. So it looks like a big turtle sticking up out of the water, and that's where the name comes from. The French are the first European white men to come to this area, and the way the French would spell Michilimackinac is with a C at the end of it. It's just the way that language is. Well, then the French lose out here, and the British take over this portion of North America. And first off, the British think that Michilimackinac is kind of a mouthful for them. So they shorten that down to be simply Mackinac, which just means turtle. That's what's up with the old turtle theme and stuff downtown, the old statues and whatnot. The rules of the French language are different than the rules of the English language that we speak. We do not use a silent C in our language. The way we would spell the aw sound is with a W. So it's just the French versus the English spelling of the same Native American word. Always Mackinac, never Mackinac. A lot more French influence in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So everything north of here that might use the Mackinac name spells it in the French manner ending in the letter C. A lot more British influence in lower Michigan. Everything south of here, Mackinac ends in the letter W.
Squirrel.
And just on a side note, if Michilimackinac means land of the great turtle and Mackinac means turtle, obviously that prefix Michi means land of the great. And you hear that prefix Michi in other Indian place name words, such as Michigan, which means land of great water.